Dr. Daniel Pauly debunks this theory and says there are indeed studies that have shown how and why lobsters disappear from certain areas, and it's as simple as overexploitation. That factor, Pauly says, has driven lobster stocks to the point of depletion in those areas.
As the fishery develop, the fishers have to go further off, because the ones that were near are depleted, are gone. So this is not because the animal moved. This is because humans have removed the animals that were close. So you have to go further off. And anybody who tells you that the fish have moved or the lobster have moved, this is the reason why they are not there anymore. It's anybody who says that doesn't know anything about fisheries, because this is the strongest pattern that happens in fisheries.
The Sea Around Us initiative conducted its own independent research to bolster this position, and the results of the study were published in March of this year. In agreement with the data coming out of these research exercises are the findings of lobster expert Dr. Mark Butler. He shared information about how lobsters breed.
Quite literally, the female produces an odor, a scent, that's released into the water column, and that is what the males are then attracted to the females and come find the females. But the mating process requires female acceptance. They tend to mate sort of size assortatively. What that means is the smaller lobsters tend to mate with smaller lobsters. The bigger lobsters tend to mate with bigger lobsters. And one of the reasons for this, and a lot of our research has shown, is that, for example, a very large female lobster, if a small lobster mates with her, he cannot fertilize all of her eggs, because bigger lobsters produce more sperm to fertilize than do small lobsters. So big females have to have a big male to mate with.
After the male transfers the sperm in a black packet on the underside of the female, she releases her eggs and scratches the tar spot open, which releases the sperm from the packet. She fertilizes her eggs and they attach to her tail for approximately 3 weeks while they develop. During that time, the female lobsters take care of the eggs, grooms them, and oxygenates them and releases them, usually further offshore, since larvae can't survive in inshore waters. They seek inshore habitats in shallow waters that have algae, mangroves, and rocks. This is why Butler says it is important for the Fisheries Department to protect these areas to give the baby lobsters a chance to mature and reproduce. The maturation stage takes 18 to 24 months before they can reproduce. Lobsters reproduce every year and can live up to about 15 years once they are not caught. Back out on the patrol, the team searched the 2 fishing camps, but nothing illegal materialized. They pressed on, looking for more boats returning with their catch for the day. There was none that afternoon. The Ministry of the Blue Economy and the Belize Fisheries Department provided us with data that shows the most recent statistics on lobster tail production. Their slides show that the production of lobster tails increased over the past 22 years, and they claim that in 2001, Belize produced 440,000 pounds of tails for export, while in 2023, the figure increased to 636,877 pounds. This converts to US $11.7 million in export revenues, though the government did not explain the methodology upon which their results are based. On the afternoon we accompanied the team, it did not find any undersized lobster during their raids and searches. Belize's revised fisheries law stipulates that for every undersized lobster tail found, there is a fine of a minimum of $50 per tail, along with a minimum of $1,000 for fishing for undersized commercial species. Reporting for News 5, I'm Marion Ali.